Is Jake Paul good for boxing? What's up, y'all? It's your boy DSD, and we're here with another edition of our YouTube. So today I'm going to be going over, is Jake Paul good for boxing? Because he just signed a deal with Ben Askren, and they're fighting on April 17th, 2021. So make sure you subscribe down below and hit that bell because you don't want to miss the next content. Because trust me, I'm going to be blitzing a lot of stuff, showing you a lot of different content coming up. See you on the other side. What's up, y'all? It's your boy DSD, and we're here with another edition of our YouTube. So the topic of discussion today is Jake Paul good for the sport of boxing? So the quick answer is no, he's not. There's a couple different things I want to go over here. So number one, he's not. He's actually kind of making a mockery of the sport. Honestly, he's not a true boxer. He did knock out Nate Robinson, but the side note is that they're getting some views that they have never gotten before. So obviously during the Tyson, Sonny Liston, all these different types of great boxers at that time, Muhammad Ali got great numbers. They brought in a lot of people, but boxing's been dying. Ever since the UFC came about, they took all the boxing hype out of 100% that used to be boxing fans. There's probably only like 30% left, and the rest of them all went to the UFC because it's a lot more compelling and a lot easier to watch. So with that being said, he's good for boxing because he's bringing a lot of eyeballs. But I'm not exactly sure this is a good precedent to set because it's basically saying anybody can go do this. Anyone can be a boxer, and it's truly not accurate. So the Pauls may be an exception because they are very athletic, very in shape, all that type of stuff. But not everybody can do what they're doing. And it's setting a bad precedent as well for social media because it's saying that you're able just to go out and just go fight anyone you want, talk as much smack as you want, then you get your way and you make $100 million. It's actually, in my opinion, it's not the way it should be done, but other people may feel differently. I respect the hustle though, because it's not easy to make that money. Obviously, if it was easy, everybody would do it, right? So I feel as though you got to commend the Pauls because they may be one of the best promoters of their own brand, better than any other person I've ever seen potentially, and they're backing up their talking. So this may be on a once in a lifetime situation, but it's a bad precedent going forward because now anybody feels like they can do this. I trained MMA for like 5 years, and do I think I could do this? No, I don't think so. Because I am not at the top level in shape wise, all this. I don't have enough money to support my training. The Pauls do. They have all of that, and I do think they have good athletic genes. I know people don't like them, but the truth is that they do. I want to dive into the fight really quick. I want to start off by saying that this fight with Ben Askren is the best fight that Jake Paul could have ever picked. Here's why. Number one, Ben Askren is not a striker at all. He's 100% a wrestler, and he may be one of the best wrestlers in the history of the sport. Ben Askren is most known for getting absolutely crucified by Jorge Masvidal in the UFC, but people don't realize how talented Ben Askren was before he was in the UFC. He's a multiple-time champion in Bellator. He won a one championship belt as well. So he's a highly decorated person. And then before that, he was a NCAA national champion wrestler in college, like multiple times. So like the guy's a beast. He's a phenomenal talent, all this, but he's not a good striker. He's not. I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad one because he's still an MMA fighter, but it's like just the snakiest. I'm happy for Ben because he's going to make a lot of money potentially off of this because I don't know how much money he really made in his career. But like, it's such a bad look because he's not the right person to be representing the MMA and boxing community. They need a real fighter, a real striker, a real boxer in there to make Jake Paul eat his words, but it's not going to happen. I'd say that I'm not an odds maker, so I don't know exactly what the odds are, but I can tell you for an absolute certain that Jake Paul has as much of a chance winning this fight just as much as Ben Askren does, which kind of infuriates me because Ben Askren is a highly decorated fighter, and at the end of the day, if he ends up losing, it's going to tarnish a lot of like what MMA and boxing has built. There's going to be a bunch of goons that think they can just go fight, which honestly to me kind of upsets me because there's a lot of beauty in the sport. That's it, y'all. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. I'm not even saying that I'm like excited for this fight, but I can tell you, whoever is fighting Jake Paul, I am rooting against him. I just am. I wouldn't say I'm a hater, but I'm pretty much as close as a hater as you can get because I truly love the sport of boxing and MMA, and it's really hurting the sport in my opinion. So make sure you subscribe down below, hit that bell because you don't want to miss anything coming up. You don't. So and hopefully you enjoyed this one, guys. I'll see you soon.